my name is Charlie Grayson, and I'm here to demonstrate the OpenRoaming download tester application that I created for the WBA. So a little bit more about myself. I am a second year university student studying cybersecurity, and I previously worked last summer for the WBA as a summer intern on a database proof of concept using RESTDB. I was aware in December of last year of a requirement for WBA to be able to automatically check the radius accounting records of all the access networks within OpenRoaming. So I thought this was a good opportunity to code my first Android application and demonstrate the integration of radius accounting with the WBA application download. This is just a first proof of concept with the demo application, highlighting an opportunity for WBA to potentially produce an Android app for their consumers. So the original concept that was shown to me was obviously a device connected up with an ANP and an IDP. With appropriate logic to record downloads and download speeds, download times from the device with MAC address reporting. And then this is my current home network. This was the precursor to what I created with using just a Samsung Galaxy A5 on Android 8, EAP through FreeRadius and Cisco Meraki, Cisco Meraki with a RESTDB backend. So what I created was obviously the test app, which allows for a file download. File download from a public web server at the moment ideally would be hosted by the WBA, and then the post with the data from this download, post it to the API gateway, which we are using Pipedream at the moment, with some Node.js in the back to make sure it works. Then a REST API sends everything over to RESTDB with collections. So we've got radius accounting collections and app accounting collections with JavaScript code hooks to correlate the two together. So on the Meraki home network that I have here, we do have, if you can see it, we do have radius running 802.1x, so requiring EAP to be used, with just the relevant radius servers set up. Also the firewall rules, so only allowing obviously Pipedream as the API and the relevant download sites that we are using to test this application. So we have the configuration for FreeRadius. So we've got the accounting post here. It's just showing the specifics within the JSON file that we do send over to the RESTDB. So we've got the username, the called station ID, the calling station ID, and the station IDs will be the MAC addresses. So the called station ID, I believe it will be the device MAC address, and the other one will be the AP MAC address. So we also have the Pipedream API gateway, so it sends the app results to RESTDB. So there's a little bit of code behind that. And then the relevant configurations on RESTDB with this is the app accounting collection with the called MAC address, calling MAC addresses, as shown there, as well as the megabytes downloaded and the download rates with the relevant timestamps. Here we have the radius accounting collection, which is just the start-stops of each test, with, again, all the relevant station IDs and timestamps with the relevant start-stops, as well as the output octets. Within this radius, there is a little bit of code at the back, so just a code hook. So on the radius stop, just search the MAC, allows for the search of the MAC address within the app accounting. Order the search, so it's the most recent records at the top. So it needs to check within the latest time. It can be within, it's a 10-second margin of error, so there is no risk of any sort of faulty records, as well as the copy of the app accounting information over to the radius accounting collection. And then we have some screenshots from the application itself that you'll see later. Just a few, three of the pages. The first one, obviously explaining what the application is used for. You have the 6 buttons with the different download sizes, and then the soon-to-be progress bar. We're having a couple of problems with Axios, and then that usually just runs through and sends the results, and then you can go back and test again if you would wish. So here we have an example set of some results from all the relevant sizes, from 10 meg up to 1 gig. So you'll see that the very bottom one is the 10 meg one, and the very top one is the 1 gig one. The key distinction here is that there is a 5% difference. It is always a 5% difference between the radius and the WBA application post. So it would have to be considered with potentially knocking that 5 back if you did want to be very specific on the amount of data that has been downloaded. And then we will go on to another video for our live demo. Okay, so this is the live demo for the WBA tester application. So you'll see on the right we have our RESTDB database, which is currently empty on the download test page. So this would be where all the AP MAC address and SSIDs go, the timestamps, and then the relevant radius and WBA downloaded size data goes. So on the left hand side of the screen, I have a mirror of the phone that we are using, the Samsung A5, with the application running. So on the first page, obviously, as I've explained before, it just explains how the application works, and it has been authenticated using EAP or IEEE 802.1x. So if I press test your OpenRoaming Wi-Fi network, it will go to the second page with the 6 buttons and just chooses the size that you want to download. So if I were to choose 10 meg on the top left, it would go to this page, which was downloading that 10 meg file as a test. Unfortunately, the progress bar is a little bit broken at the moment, but the download has been completed and is sending the results off. So it will, as shown, it's sent the results off. So if we refresh, the Wi-Fi has been disabled first, and then if we refresh the database, we should have the appropriate accounting data with the 5% difference between the radius accounting and the WBA post data. So finally, some potential next steps. As you might have realised, and I have mentioned a couple of times already, the there is a problem with Axios on the progress bar. Should take a little bit of time to sort out, but don't see why not. Also with different screen sizes, obviously this is optimized for the machine that we're using, which is a Samsung A5. It's a bit of an older device, so it would take some time to adjust it to say like a Pixel 3 or something that's a little bit newer and potentially a little bit more widespread. And then any other just feedback from anybody at WBA if they want to get in contact with me with any feedback.